I first of all thank God for today, because we've been praying for this day. We can't take it for granted. Every day, for those of you who listen to announcements, they announce people who have died. There are people who have had accidents. There are people who are sick and admitted in hospitals. But here we are singing, we are dancing. We want to thank God so much. This morning, as I always tell you, I pray with a team of people from all over the country and beyond, under the umbrella of Uganda Christian Teachers Association, UCTA, because I informed them we have this activity, and they were very impressed. I have actually posted on my status about some of the activities, and our permanent secretary and our commissioner told me to tell you, to thank you for participating in this activity, and because of that, yes, the reason for this very activity, you know, education is not about passing exams. Education is about, you know, producing a whole human being with the 3 H's we always talk about, more so with the new secondary curriculum. The head, you educate the head, the heart, and the hands. There are so many people who have got degrees and PhDs, you know, very well educated, but they have very, very small hearts. They are heartless, actually. They have no mercy, they have no kindness. They don't give, they don't help. Such people are there, and there are very many all over the world. So today, we come with this innovation. It is not new, but I know it is not easy for us to have such, because there is a lot that is required. And so our dear guest of honor, we want to thank you for honoring this day. When I talked to Honorable Sam, he had actually just left Kisoro, but he made sure he has sent a representative. And want to thank him through behavior. There were things that are supposed to be done. We learned how to dress. I'm yet to hear from the educator about some dress code that I personally am uncomfortable about, maybe because I'm BBC and you are .com, and our culture, the Mfumbira, there is a dress code for a Mfumbira woman, and there are some things that appear strange to some of us, and if he happens to say they are not morally acceptable, shall ask the media, please don't post them for the world to laugh at us. But if they are acceptable according to music, dance, and drama, where I'm not a technocrat, then that would be okay. But it's also very important to know that we are ladies, and we should observe decent dressing. So it is also very important through these activities we learn how to behave, how to walk, how to talk, you know, and so on. I want to thank you for things, teamwork. As I always tell you, together everyone achieves more. So thank you. I know all of you participated in one way or the other. There are houses where we receive very few people and I would ask questions, especially when you are singing in the school anthem, because one of our objectives was to ensure that you know the school anthem offered and you can sing it rightly, the way it is written, the way it was composed. So a few, some houses had a few, so that means the rest may keep singing the anthem wrongly. But I know you'll keep rehearsing every day when you parade, when you have assemblies. You don't know when we are here, we are seated and we are not, struggling elsewhere. We do a lot of stressful work. So this has really taken away the stress. Now, I'm just thinking about nothing but happiness. I always dream about dancing and singing and happiness. So you have given us therapy. You know, if any of us, thank God that the blessed staff do not quarrel and fight in their homes, but if we had such, if they would go back home, they would sing songs to their wives and husbands. That's what we are going to do when we get back home. So thank you, blessed girls, for giving us this stress-free environment. And I want to, if you had
the 20 years ago, parents used to say we cannot take our child to Sesame. But now, everybody is fighting to bring a daughter here to this school. Let me also appreciate the teachers, because me, I'm not a science teacher and I'm not a math teacher. For us, we teach every subject. But also teachers did a lot to train these children. When I was Islam Division, we worked together at Sesame. We were teaching P7 at Sesame, and then we have future. When they were playing a game of drunkenness, of people who drink, I called myself. In 2024, I mean in 2004, my son, he was in P5, came to ask me for an exercise book, and I failed to present, to give it to him because of drinks. I spent the whole night drinking, but I failed to get an exercise book for my child. So, but those who drink don't say that I'm talking bad, but I'm saying what was there. And the mistress knows, because I taught Peter and Lucy. So I was a life gamble like that, but they helped me. Where I am now is because of you. So in my pocket not to look after vulnerable. Then the teachers also in my pocket, I will give them 50,000 for a soda. Now Honorable says the first group will get 300,000. The second group will get 200,000. And the other 5 houses each will get 100,000. With that, may God bless you all.
Under this institution, where I also got my education in the junior secondary in 1963 to 1964. I was here. So I thank God that I am still alive. At the age of 80. But what led me to this stage, I was very much disciplined. Because of discipline, I am still physically fit. So I'm not going to say much because it is getting late. I want to be very brief. Madam Administrators, the other teachers, students, and all those officials who are doing this and that, let me announce what I saw. In fact, all of you did very well. I am very, very happy that I have got this MDD, which I also liked right from P4, from primary, up to the present time. All of you did very well. You had good costumes, and it was very nice. You got a lot of marks. You had good voices. In all choirs, you sang very well, except one choir which sang only the first voice, which is what we call soprano. Okay. Now, when dancing, all of you did very well in the traditional dance. And a mistake I saw, which was done by a few, is that some of you were seeing those who were dancing and could not respond. So, always the adjudicators look at those who are not responding. You look at the ones who is dancing and you do. But that was not a very big mistake. What I also saw was a good spirit. In all items, you all performed very well. During the drama, all were audible. All did expressions very well. You try to show expressions. Because when you are talking, even during the speech, and you talk like this, and you don't show expressions, sometimes you lose marks. But you try to do this, you do that, and so forth. Clear? So that's try to do actions, don't stand still. And you have very good dancing skills. All of you were active. There was no person who was not performing very well. You all participated actively. I was impressed. On dresses, some of you tried to exaggerate, but at the least you showed what you had prepared. So, some were putting on well, of course, based on the African culture, and some had just borrowed from outside. But let us try to keep our culture and dress very well. But otherwise we are good. In the junior, we had one student teacher called Professor Zigira. He was the teacher teaching us mathematics when some other teachers had failed. And he was a student of our group. So even you, some of you are very good students and can teach their fellow students properly. I thank you all for all what you have done. Now I go to Max. So, you listen carefully. In fact, the difference is not very great because all of you did very well. I was very much impressed. We had one student teacher called Professor Zigira. He was the teacher teaching us mathematics when some other teachers had failed. And he was a student of our group. So even you, some of you are very good students and can teach their fellow students properly. I thank you all for all what you have done. Now I go to Max. In fact, the difference is not very great because all of you did very well. I was very much